Instagram just updated their algorithm, so if you post this, your account will go viral and you'll gain a ton of followers. Now, you're going to need 3 key things. Firstly, a 3 to 6 second video clip. Ideally, a boomerang of something that is pleasant on the eye, like this cute couple here. Then you need a trending sound to stimulate people's audio cues. And then you're going to sit back and watch your account go viral. That's what this piece of content is claiming anyway. Now, my secret that you can add on top of this for additional growth is as soon as you publish it, spin around in a circle 3 times with your right hand on your head, and you get 30% more reach. For those of you who are new around there, that last part I added was a joke. But on a serious note, is this true? Has the algorithm changed and will it magically favor this content? Well, yes and no. Let me explain. Now, the reason I'm making this video is because this reel got a ton of attention and there was a lot of comments of people really confused about what is happening. The algorithm itself is already confusing enough on Instagram without all of these different people throwing different bits of fact out there. So since a lot of people saw this, I wanted to create a video reacting to it, explaining what parts are good, what parts are bad, what's true, what's not. And hopefully that helps you. My intention by any means is not to bash this person. They're doing their own thing, good on them. But a lot of the information in this reel is false. There is one thing in it that is very good that you need to use, but a lot of it is not true. See, Instagram has not updated their algorithm to specifically favor 3 to 6 second long boomerang reels with a trending audio. You can post a carousel like I did right here that gained me over 2,500 followers, which was more than the total follower count I had at the time of posting. Or you could post a single image like this, which gained over 800 followers for me. Or you could post a reel that is 20 seconds long that captivates its viewers to the point where they watch it, enjoy it, share it with a friend, and then all of those positive signals show Instagram that it's a great piece of content and they should push it to more similar people. See, the part of this reel that was posted by this creator, which is true, is not so much in what they're saying, but actually what they're doing. And this is true for a lot of people on the internet, potentially myself included at times. Just think about it logically. If you post a reel, as this person did, that is 4 seconds long with an image / a boomerang that is visually stimulating. So it grabs attention from that front. Then you add an audio that is easy to listen to, somewhat catchy, somewhat addictive, that can stimulate people's sense of sound. And then on top of that, you add a highly attention-grabbing headline to make people stop and read what you've got to say. And then the text that you place on the screen that they are enticed to read takes 8, 10, maybe 12 seconds to read. Most of the people who then stumble across this piece of content are going to read what you've said because you've hit the audio, you've hit the visual, you've grabbed their attention with something that they really want to see, and then it is something that is only going to take them 10 seconds to read. Because of the headline, they read the text. Because of the time it took to read the text, the video in the background played over 3 times. And then for the people consuming the content, to make sure that they read everything properly, because this might be new information to them, they read through it again. And all of a sudden, the video in the background is played 5 or 6 times. And so Instagram noticed that on average, when someone sees this piece of content, they watch it 4 or 5 or 6 times over. And if someone is rewatching a piece of content to that crazy high level, that is an indication to the algorithm that it is a great piece of content. You see, likes on Instagram are not a super accurate way of judging how good a piece of content is. I actually talked about this on my story on Cleverpreneur recently, where someone was surprised that my content often gets more saves than it does likes. And that's because as a consumer of content, there is no benefit to liking. However, if you save a piece of content, you can come back to it later. And so a lot of people will not like content on Instagram. But one thing that is always going to be true with Reels is the watch time. Someone might not like it, they might not comment, they might not save, but based on how much they watch the Reel, you can tell how much they enjoyed it or not. So the real hack to beat the algorithm on Instagram is not so much about a trending sound on top of a 3-second clip that looks good, and then boom, magic, all of a sudden your account goes viral. It's actually about the same fundamentals which I constantly preach on the channel, and this creator has actually followed it, but sadly the information provided when she followed it was not the best. Well, more just slightly misleading. Firstly, have a strong hook. In this case, the strong hook was algorithm update. A lot of people are struggling with the algorithm. If they see that hook, they're likely to pay attention. I myself have used this before. It works very effectively in the niche. And then the second fundamental is once you've hooked people, have a captivating message that keeps people engaged. And then thirdly, do as much as you can outside of that to keep people stimulated. So good imagery, good design. If it's a reel, you want to have good audio, probably good lighting. If you can get a good camera and good sound, that helps as well. All of these little things add to it. Now, you could use these 3 fundamentals on a 4-second reel like this person has done. You could use it on an 8-slide carousel like I did here. You could put it onto a 60-second long reel. Granted, it will be harder to keep people's attention for 60 than it will for 6, but it's still very possible and achievable, and many people do it. The amount of seconds in the reel does not determine whether Instagram will push it, but more how many of those seconds as a percentage people watch on average, which sadly is not a stat that Instagram show you, but they 1,000,000% track it. So hopefully this gives you a better understanding of how things work. Now, no hate towards these creators, hence why I blurred out their face. They've successfully applied what I talk about, they've just slightly misled you in the details they gave. If you want to see me review other tips, tricks, strategies, or things that different creators or experts are saying, leave them down in the comments. Leave me a link to the reel, to the carousel, to the LinkedIn post, to the YouTube video with timestamps, and I will go ahead and review it. Some of them will be good, some of them will be bad. I'll try to be honest with you, and I will try to help you out. That is the goal of this channel. For more great free content, I've left a link to my Instagram, my email newsletter, my LinkedIn, all that stuff down below. Go check it out, and I will see you guys in the next one.